Welcome back. We are on the topic statistics. In the previous video, we learned some basic things about statistics. In this video, we are going to learn about a frequency distribution table and how to use it to present statistical data. Frequency distribution table. As we learned from the previous video, a frequency distribution table is used to present statistical data. A simple frequency distribution table contains a column for max, tally, and frequency. So this is how a simple frequency distribution table looks like. We have one column for max, another column for tally, and another one for frequency. In order for us to understand how to present statistical data in a table like this, let's consider this simple example. Let's assume that these are the ages of 10 children found in a hospital's children's ward. So the first child is 3 years old, the second, third, and fourth are all 5 years old, the fifth, sixth, and seventh are 8 years old, the 8th, 9th, and 10th are 5 years old. So this is the data that we have. We can present this data in the frequency distribution table we have here. Let's consider how we will do it. So the first column is max. In a frequency distribution table, the max refers to the item under consideration. From our example here, the item under consideration is the ages of children in a children's hospital. So the max refers to the ages. If we are talking about the wages of employees in a certain company, then the max will be the wages of the employees. Or if we are talking about the height of students in a particular class, then the max will refer to the height of the students in the class. So the max refers to the item under consideration. The max is usually listed in ascending order. So we list it from the smallest to the highest. So you check the data given to you and you list the max from the smallest to the highest. From our example here, we can see that the ages of the children are either 3, 5, or 8. So that will be the max. 3, 5, and 8. And remember, we have to list them in ascending order. So the first one will be 3, the second one will be 5, and the last one will be 8. Now let's move on to the next column, which is tally. The tally is a count of the marks. Each mark is shown using a stroke. So for the tally, we will count the marks that we have. So if we take the first mark, which is 3, we will count the number of 3s that we have in the data that has been given to us. From our data, we can see that we have only 1 3. So the tally for 3 is 1. As we have seen from the point here, it says that each mark is shown using a stroke. We have 1 for 3, so you show it using a single stroke. Then you move on to the next mark. The next mark is 5. So you come to your data and you count the number of 5s that we have. From our data here, the number of 5s are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 of the 5s. Each mark is shown using a stroke. So you are going to have 6 strokes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you are doing the tally, when you get to the 5th stroke, you use it to cross the 4 that you have already done. So the 5th stroke will be used to cross the 4 to show that we have 5 strokes here. Then the next one will be a single stroke again. So this shows that we have a tally of 6. Then we move on to the next mark. The next mark is 8. You come to the data and you count the number of 8s that we have. we have 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 of them. Each one is shown using a single stroke. So you have 1, 2, 3. So this is how to get the tally. The tally is a count of the marks, and each mark is shown using a stroke. Let's move on to the last column, which is frequency. Frequency is the tally obtained for each mark. So under frequency, we will write the tally that we got for each mark. From our table, we can see that for 3, we had a tally of 1. So our frequency will be 1. For 5, we had a tally of 6. So our frequency will be 6. And for 8, we had a tally of 3. So our frequency will be 3. So we have been able to present the data that was given to us in a simple frequency distribution table. A frequency distribution table may contain more than 3 columns. It depends on the analysis that we are going to perform on the data. So depending on the analysis that we want to perform on the data, more columns may be added to the frequency distribution table. We are going to learn about that as the lesson progresses. A frequency distribution table may be grouped or ungrouped. We will learn how to construct each of them. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. In the next video, we are going to learn how to construct an ungrouped frequency distribution table. Bye-bye.